Good evening. It's March 9th, 2017. It's 6:32. Dudley Conservation Commission should be called to order. Roll call.
Nancy Vukovic.
Samantha Costello.
George Slingo.
Frank Aldecki.
First thing on the agenda is 120 Pierpont Road, notice of intent for a septic system upgrade. And this is the public.
Engineer's not here, I don't know where he is.
That's okay.
Just move
Okay.
It was because the DEP number wasn't issued at the last meeting, so everything else was approved. The only thing that I do need is the book and page number that correspond to the deed. It wasn't on the application. So I'll need that before I can release the order of conditions.
I'll let him know. I don't know what's up here.
That's okay.
But we can wait till maybe he'll show up
Yeah.
before the meeting is over. Although it's gonna go quick.
Oh, that's true. And then things have changed, so I don't know what's going to happen.
Actually, if you want to go run down and see Lisa Berg, she could probably give it to you right away.
The book and page number.
Yeah, book and page number? Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so we'll just go down to the
Next one.
next one is Lot 51 Noble Street, Antonio
Vera?
Sequeira. Request for a certificate of compliance. Matt's recommendation is okay to issue.
I'll make a
The
motion.
problem before was there was snow cover on the area, so he couldn't really go and do an accurate site review.
Okay.
I make a motion that we grant a certificate of compliance for Lot 51 Noble Street, Antonio Sequeira.
I'll second it.
Motion's been seconded, made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next is Lot 75 Oxford Ave, 3 R's Realty Corp. A request for determination of applicability.
Hi there. I'm Mary Ann DePinto, Three Oaks Environmental, and I did the wetlands delineation. I don't know if Matt had a chance to review it, if he's made any comments.
Yep.
Matt's recommendation is issue a positive determination of applicability number 2A.
2A, yes. There was some issues with some sedimentation on the site because of a rainstorm and some turbidity and some pile sedimentation in the wetland. So DEP came out and had reviewed the site and asked for a delineation to be done and some controls to be put in place. And you have a plan in front of you with the controls showing the stone dikes, hay bales, silt fencing that's been put in to control any future episodes. But also, going forward, what's going to happen is that a stormwater detention area is going to be created between the work that's going on right on Oxford Ave and the wetland boundary to control any future problems. So what will happen is a settling pond is going to be designed in that buffer zone. Now that we have a wetland line, but there'll be a notice of intent for that. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. I don't know if you have any questions.
Yes, that's the.
We also delineated the wetland across the street from the site because there's a hidden culvert. It's in the road embankment and we couldn't find it. We dug around on the side and eventually some turbidity shot through from under the road out into the stream across from the site. So we approximated where that head wall is, and down the road, what we'd like to do is be able to cap that side of the road with the clay and then loam and seed it so that the turbidity doesn't get through to the other side. Just so long as water still feeds the wetland that's across the street. And most of that water leads out of the slope from the cemetery into the stream channel.
Okay,
But we'll be keeping an eye on it. Again, that's a notice of intent that'll be
you're
filed.
talking about the head wall that's north?
Yes, that says concrete head wall. That one we could see, but where it says MW1, there's a monitoring well there. Right
Okay,
near that
yep.
monitoring well, there's a head wall somewhere, well, there's a culvert, an entrance to that culvert in the road embankment. We talked to DPW, and they said, yeah, they don't know where it is either. Their plans gave us an approximate location, that was it. So the turbidity came through the other side, so we want to be able to control that. But again, that we'll file a notice of intent now that we know where the wetland boundaries are.
Okay.
I also have a plan that I've stamped, too, so I can add to your records.
Thank you.
Okay, any questions? Any questions? No questions?
I make a motion, we issue a positive determination of applicability number 2A to lot 75 Oxford Avenue, 3 R's Realty Corporation.
I'll second it.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Great,
Thank you.
very much.
You
Thank
also.
you too.
I can do the minutes.
We're waiting for 120.
Yeah.
Want to go to the minutes?
Sure.
Oh, he has one?
She printed up a little card for me, is that?
So this is the most current?
She pointed right there.
Okay, all right. Thank you. This all says this.
Is this her? Is she here for another meeting?
You said you'd probably be prepared.
All right, I'll open,
George, you gotta sign this.
it's 6:40.
Reopen,
Reopen it.
because it was open last time. Your butter's present?
My name is Tim Callahan with Hawk Consulting.
Oh, good, thank you.
We saw the plan last time we did
I'm good. I could just.
the septic system in the pump. Goes septic tank, and then the pump. It's a drip pipe system.
Yep.
And I talked to him today, and he said he approved it.
Adding this, taking that out and adding this.
Have they picked out somebody to actually do the work?
We're looking at two people. Burrows, Worcester,
Was it above ground type of thing, or?
If you don't mind, I'd like, I just want to check it out. I've only seen one,
oh, okay.
you know.
Well, we'll let the conservation board know.
What's different
Okay.
about this?
They don't have a field per se.
Right.
It's basically like a watering system.
It's an evaporation.
Right.
Evaporation system.
It's just like a soaker hose that runs the whole,
All the way around, it's just to drain out the fluid?
Yep.
So there isn't any leach bed,
right.
but there is a whole, there is a tank,
Yeah, it lies at the root layer of the grass.
Right.
and the pump chamber
Why-
pumps
why
the
do you want
stuff
something
around.
Right, it's a special pump.
Continuously until it's,
Dissipates.
right. You know, but it's right underneath the grass.
Right on the, right on the layer of grass.
I guess they just push it into the grass. I haven't seen them do that.
Yeah,
This is,
And that's okay to be that close to the water?
Which means it's screwed up.
I'm pretty sure everything's gonna be back here.
No, trust me, that you're state of the art.
25-foot buffer, this is the 50, so we're out of.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's back here,
How long
you
is it-
just,
how long is that
you did all the way
55
around.
gallon
That's
pump?
that's the hay bales, yeah.
All the way
It's all
around
right
here.
there, yeah.
Yep. The one that I did in Charlton, it was a while ago, and I never went back to see how, you know, it
Are you a
worked.
contractor?
Not anymore.
No. It's simple life now.
Yes.
Yep.
it's a truck driver now.
Yep.
You didn't ask if there's a butters present.
All right. Are there any abutters present? Seeing none, I'll close the hearing at 6:45. Someone please make a motion?
I'll make a motion that we issue a standard order of conditions for 120 Pierpont Road.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Now, will it be 20 days after today, or 20 days after the notice is signed? The appeal period.
No, there's no appeal.
Usually 14 days.
Is it 14?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yep. 14 days from the date that it's effective, which is today's date.
Okay, great. We'll let the conservation board know a couple of days before.
That's the grass.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I make a motion, we accept the minutes of February 16th.
I'll second it.
Motion's been made and seconded
Order of conditions sent
to
to
accept the February 16th.
You have my email address on the.
Motion's been made and
What's your
seconded. Okay.
mailing address? Send me.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Oh, yeah.
Motion carries.
I make a motion, we adjourn at 4:05.
I have a second.
Motion's been made and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you, I'm sorry I was
Motion
late.
carries. No problem.